Why is it called the window of self? Because in reality, which one is, there is no self. Even the Buddhists dismiss self by saying it's emptiness. But in the dehypnosis of mind, the dehypnosis, meaning the cleaning out of the hard drive to the extent that the computer holds no more information. There's still the computer that remains. So if we remove also the source of getting information, the power that works the computer, we're still removing. But the computer still remains. So when we dissect the computer, break it up so that it is cast aside, thrown into the ocean, every single piece, every single part, it appears as if the problem is solved. But something still remains to build the computer, rebuild it, recreate the computer. Me. I still remain. Can we, so to get to self, I am myself. Is this what the Vedantas speak about? This body is the self, myself. So how do the Buddhists reach emptiness? If there is only emptiness, am I empty? Am I a visitor to this planet of emptiness with a mind that can create fullness, somethingness, can build computers, can build information, can build thoughts, can build hard drives after hard drives to expand the computer? See how easy it is to begin to remove, begin to go back into that yogi world where breath is the only thing that is worth pursuing. We've removed all the thoughts, the ideas, the associations, the attachments, the needs, the desires for anything in this world other than your breath. So you're going backwards. You're not that intelligent man, that wise scientist. You're simply breath, or you're simply the observer of breath. And then you get back to the body and you say, well, I am myself. This is what the Vedantas mean. So therefore I've learned I'm immortal, I'm infinite, I'm consciousness, I'm myself. So now I can go back to building the computer and put in some more information this time, a bit more wiser. I'm not going to fill it so full, just going to put in enough. This is not what the Vedantas mean. This is not what Buddhism means. How can I deconstruct that what constructed the computer? You're not going to set about to deconstruct your mind, your body. Your body is whole, vital, complete, unique, working on its own, no problems, till it picks up an illness, and then it tries to solve itself. How can I deconstruct the mind? Once the mind has been deconstructed, that meaning that ego mind, that identity mind, that understands what a computer is, what a hard drive is, once it removes the information, the meaning, the words, the identities, you're going further back. But it's getting scary. I've worked hard through my life. I've inherited so much information. It may come in useful. And you know, like every other human being knows, when you die, all this information will go. Isn't that going now? Can you remember some things at school that you passed with flying colours, but now I can't remember doing that. Algebra? I don't know what algebra is. Well, you did when you were 12. You were very good, competent. Well, I forgot. Of course you will, because you're going to forget everything. Because the body is not a storage hard drive that can, the brain, that can function properly when it's full to the brim, so it keeps cleaning stuff out through the serotonin, the opiates, the dopium. You're lucky your body keeps you sane. Your mind, the mind is trying to create insanity. Your body is still coping with the mind. And what happens when you get to that total depressive state of, I want to end this all? The mind doesn't end itself like it should. That's what enlightenment, awakening is. The mind ends itself. The body's still here, the body's still watching, the body's still celebrating, the body's still now in such Chit Ananda state because it's so empty and pure and free and liberated and enlightened. No, the mind takes the body as a victim. It's your fault, buddy. That's how sad it is about what some humans do. And they don't know, you see. They don't know. That's why we're here to speak about this. That's why you have counselors, psychologists, philosophers. Let's go backwards. Let's regress. And through the regression, you'll reach, hopefully, that pure conscious state of emptiness that is not measurable and that you're not there to witness it, because you become that emptiness, that self. You become that pure wisdom, that pure space. And your luck's in, because you can return. You can bring alive your ego mind again. You can reconstruct your mind. You can reconstruct the computer. You can reconstruct what information you put in. But this time round, same as reaching only myself state. You don't make the same mistakes. You don't fill your head with imaginations, fantasies, hopes, assumptions, beliefs, attachments, associations to names. I mean, I know the name racism. I know what it means. But it doesn't affect anyone until it's raised. There's no problem. There's no problem with humans. Maybe some old stale minds, ignorant of the fact that we're all life, regardless of colour, size, quality. We're all life. Yeah, but that's not the case for some. But for most, we're pertinent. We're, what's the word? Exposed in a hall full of 1,000 people of different colours, knowing full well that we're all equal. But someone brings up racism, and then we all look at each other differently. It's the word that's the problem. It's the association to past that's the problem. It's the inability to think it's going to be fixed. There's something to fix in the future. There's nothing to fix. When you understand your grandmother's words, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt me. You're speaking as Christ. What can a word do that can destroy this beautiful organic flesh and bones that you own? It's the association. It's the attachment to past, the attachment to names and identities, the attachment that black and white are different colours. Everything is the same to the enlightened mind, to the pure mind. So you don't go around saying anything, you don't even think about anything that is associated with, for example, the word racism. You see a reflection of yourself in whatever color, whatever size, whatever sex, whatever gender. It's when you have judgment on that color, that size, that gender, that sex, that you're ridiculing yourself. And when you ridicule others for ridiculing others, you're ridiculing yourself. Often you see the most intelligent people on television who are ridiculing other human beings because they assume that they're ridiculing other human beings. They're caught in the trap. They're caught in the trap of past identification, association, an attachment to a mind that is dysfunctional. Not picking on anyone. You just see you are in every single human being. So the minute you derogatize it, the minute you judge it, the minute you analyze it, the minute you value it or devalue it, you're making a complete fool of yourself. You're making yourself look secondary, like a fake. And that's what ego mind is, the fake mind. It lives its life through a fake world. Even the most intelligent, even the judge in the courtroom, is making assumptions and judgment on something that is not possibly 100% as it actually happened. And that's what humans do. And that's what we are setting about to fix. But we are not fixing anything. So consciousness is doing it. It's enlightening each one of us much quicker, so that we do become primitive, empty, and able, and pure, and free, and liberated. We won't be intelligent. We'll be wise.